Hello, happy November. Wow, it has been wild. There's really no words at this point. If you know, you know. So, just sharing my own experience that all kinds of crazy triggers came up on the weekend. And I realize it's a collective purge of everything at the deepest density, which is a good sign and also very exhausting because it is always darkest before the dawn. And we've gone through this many times, but it feels like it's kind of crazy intense at this time. So that actually was a good thing. And we're making our way through that. And today, which is technically now early morning, November 6th, day after the full moon, I'm feeling a massive shift. And it's incredible. Everything is perception here. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. There's been so many realizations through so many challenges, but the biggest thing has been this perception idea and how everything can shift in a moment when we realize how we're looking at things. So I also realize that we have been looking at things from a separated, broken, fragmented, non unified, non whole perspective. Everything here. And so we need to flip that right side up. So flip the script and start looking at things as a whole unified being. And how does that feel? Because everything is feeling. And so it's all energy. It's not the matter, the physical that you see here. The most important thing is it's all energy first. So knowing that, remembering that, making that the priority, we realize we have a choice and we can move from victim to victor in a moment by flipping the script, by changing our perception, by realizing that we change all the time and something that used to make us upset now doesn't bother us, for example. And why is that? Because we've changed the way we look at it. This is so empowering. This is so powerful. It's probably the biggest thing that we can do here. When we change, our world changes. When we change, our experience changes because we are the source, we are the projector, we're the platform through which all of this experience, the human experience, occurs. So, our frequency is everything. Our frequency determines how we see things, how we feel, how the experience ends up happening, etc. So, by being aware of this, being aware that everything's frequency, and being aware that frequency and perception are the same thing. How you see things determines how you feel. So give yourself some space, give yourself some compassion, give yourself some kindness, knowing as the human, we go through so much here. It's not called the hell realm for nothing. It is a form of hell here, absolutely, especially at the extremes, which many of us go through. In fact, most humans experience a lot of pain and suffering because that's the whole point of coming into the game of separation. So the key again is remember that you are the key. You are the one, and it's how you're perceiving the experience, which is a reflection of your frequency. That's the energy that you're holding. When you see things from the big picture perspective, which is the unified being perspective, things are lighter and there is no victim victimizer. There is no right or wrong. When you see things from the lower frequency, the smaller perspective, there's a lot of victimization. There's a lot of blame, shame, guilt, a lot of trauma and drama. And that's actually really powerful. So it's not to make one better than the other, but the wisdom is as you live the human experience and you go through so many things, you start to realize there's more to this. There's a bigger picture. You start to realize you have more power than you ever could have known or considered. And this is why it's called the mastery journey, because you're remembering. You're remembering that you're the one. You're already it. You're already there. There is no special place to get to, and there's nothing that you need to fix or change or to make better to become, because it's all the programming in this upside down world, the game of separation, that made us feel less than. And when we start to realize that we are a soul playing a game, wearing a human suit, an avatar, a character in this play, we start to let go more. And we also understand whatever we have to go through, we have to go through. So, gosh, it's really hard to truly explain this. One has to go through it, one has to live it. And that is the truth of embodiment, isn't it? How do you know unless you don't go through it, unless you actually go through it? And that's why nobody can save us. There is no external savior. We're here to actually wake up to our power, face all our fears that come from living in an upside down world, the inverted matrix, which is all fear based. We have to survive here. So, how can we ever thrive when it's all about just trying to live? And that's what's transforming now, because you're transforming. So, you're the key. Again, very important. This is all about you. You are so powerful and you are remembering. Taking a breath. Do this through the day. Take a breath. Come back into your body and remember to be here now. Presence is everything. In presence, we are unified. There is no separation. The energy of presence is the ultimate highest frequency. I call it freedom frequency. So take it moment to moment. Take it day by day. Stay in the now as much as possible. There will be lots trying to pull you out, and also getting into your mind mental. That will just make you feel more stressed out and crazy. And that's okay. But if you can have some space to be aware, breathe and come back into your body. If the thoughts are overwhelming or really getting to you, bring yourself back, talk to yourself, take a break, reset your energy field, reset your frequency. Say, okay, I need to step away from this for a moment. I need to take a break. I'm going to breathe and then talk to yourself, coach yourself. Everything's energy. There is no good or bad. I'm perfect as I am. I'm doing exactly what I'm meant to be doing. And I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, because you are. You actually are, no matter what's happening. The main thing is not to be at war with yourself by judging yourself and being angry and mean to yourself, like we've all been taught to here. So we're here to overcome that and to be the victor, not the victim. We're here to recognize that we're the hero of this whole journey. And it's a very tough one. It is the hells of hells. And we're alive and we're making it through, because there is a incredible determination to make it through here, to figure this out. And the figuring out is when you realize you're the one and nothing else and no one else outside of you is as important as you recognizing yourself. And this is a soft, gentle heart recognition. This is very humbling. There's no ego or arrogance here. This is from the heart, not the mind. When you breathe and come into this moment, you go into your heart automatically. You drop into your body. You get out of the mind. And that's where the true freedom is. It's in your body. It's in your heart. It's in relaxing. It's in letting go of all these ideas of success, productivity, go, 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 all of the stories, and just being in this now and trusting your soul and listening and letting go. And in letting go, you actually receive everything. It's a full letting go. It's not the brainwashed ideas of this false matrix. It's much more. It's unity and a wholeness of being, which is harmony and oneness. It's true freedom. It's peace. It's ecstasy. It's bliss. It's fun. It's flow. It's so many things. It's divine innocence. It's bringing your childlike joy back and bringing your adventure back, bringing your wonder back. Life is not meant to be dreary like it is here and boring and mundane. It is so much more. And when we open up to this, we open up our own world. So remember that when you change, your world changes. When you change, your reality, your creality transforms. So it's all about seeing the true you underneath all the programming. It does take some time. It does take work. We all have our shadows and the dark parts we're carrying. It's not just ourself, it's family, it's ancestral, it's collective, it's all kinds of things that the soul took on that the human has no idea. So be kind and patient with yourself as you're able, and just know that everything's okay. It really is. Your soul has a plan and it knows the plan, and you don't have to figure it out and you don't have to worry. And going through this process of facing whatever comes up, feeling the painful emotions, learning to talk to yourself, learning to breathe, learning to be there for yourself, learning to come back into your body, move out of the mind into the heart, and knowing that you're perfect and you're always in the perfect place at the perfect time. The pure isness, there is no judgment. Things simply are. Same with life. What happens is you will do the clearing work. It's not easy, but you will start to transform to a higher frequency. You will start to calm down. You will start to relax more. And you will also let go, knowing you have to go through whatever your soul divine design is. There's a plan, and you don't need to know that plan. You just have to learn to trust yourself and your soul as you go through these challenges and go through life. You start to deepen into yourself more. And just know that all really is well. Nothing can hurt you. You are safe. You're taken care of by your soul. And in order to know that, to embody that, you have to face all the fears. It's like walking through the valley of death, the hero's journey. That's what we're here for, to remember our power. And it is happening. These energies are so intense right now. That's why things are really going crazy, it may seem like, in the world, and maybe even in your own life. Certainly, I felt that. And it's a good sign. It's a sign that things are transforming. You're transforming because all the yucky stuff has to come up for us to see it and to recognize it and to practice. All right, so remember, perception is everything. Your frequency is number one. Start changing the way you look at things. Instead of looking at it from a broken, separated, not whole perspective, remind yourself, I am a whole unified being. And in that, you are one. You are not broken. And you start to feel that frequency. What would it feel like to be unified and whole? What would it feel like to be the creator that you really are? Start to remember that energy, that feeling in your body. And as you strengthen that, your frequency shifts to a higher frequency. And then your creality has to match it. Your creality will start to shift as well. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, day, night, wherever you are. And just know we're in really magical times. This is the greatest time to be alive on the planet. This has never happened before, especially in a physical body. So we're all doing our best. Remember that you're doing your best no matter what happens. When you think you've blown it and you screwed up and you're a loser or a fuck up or any of those things, which are quite normal, most of us humans go through that, some of us a lot, because it's really powerful to remember who you are through the deepest darkness. That's the whole point of this experiment, this game of separation, is to completely forget who you are and think you're nothing, think you're powerless, think you're a nobody, and feel like a nobody, and go deep down into that darkness and pain, and then get yourself out of it. Lift yourself out of that through hard work, through doing some of the things I shared, and your own soul will guide you. But it's really a process of slowing down, being softer and more gentle, opening your heart, get out of your mind into your heart, be present, breathe, and return to the moment. When you breathe and you empty your mind, you'll feel peace, you'll feel calm. That's who you really are. That's your God presence, grand order design, God. That's your architect and creatorship. And that's what we're here to remember. We forgot all this so we could play in the deep densities and darkness. And we're remembering. So shine that bright light because we all got it. Nobody's left out and everyone's equal. Don't worry about others. Focus on you because they're on their own journey and you're on yours. And the only one you can really affect and change is yourself. And that's what you're here to remember, that you are the one. You're the key. You hold the keys and codes to your reality. So take care, keep going, NGU, never give up because the other side is incredible. It's stunning and it's so worth it and you're worth it. All right, take care. Bye now.